Welcome back to Legendary Games. I'm your host, Joe, and oh boy, the episode that I have scheduled for you today is going to be absolutely insane. We should probably pump some iron first. So, this is going to showcase the gigantic cannery facility right beside us. It's going to be Longneck Lukowski's cannery, and the reason being is we're about to switch Codsworth out, but we absolutely need him for this location. And we will see that soon enough. Reason being, a good friend of the channel, Kitonin, actually led me on to a trick I didn't know you could do at the beginning of the game with dog meat, and I'm going to be sure to showcase that at the beginning of Wednesday's episode, just because we do need to get the second bobblehead. And we absolutely need Codsworth to do this. So, as you can see here, this facility is massive, but it's actually mostly underground, despite how it looks from the surface. So, this is going to be our main point of interest in today's episode, but it's not the only thing we're going to scout out, because, as you can see here, we have a ton of really important junk items around the area. At this point, if we're not scavenging just for items for our settlement builds, we absolutely want to prioritize junk that has specifically screws and adhesive, because that's what you're going to need to do all of your upgrades. Also, if you can find anything with nuclear materials or fiber optics, even better. But as you can see, the area around Longneck Lukowski's is absolutely enormous, and I absolutely love that for the first time, I think, in any of the Fallout games, we actually have traffic lights. I don't know why that amazed me, but just seeing traffic lights still intact absolutely mesmerized me. As we are continuing down, we are searching the area because there's a few really neat areas nearby, and on our way there, as you can see, just the entire city is absolutely destroyed. Sometimes you can find good junk items, and sometimes you find something like that we want absolutely no part of at all. You know, the only good thing about having all these buildings in the way is you can literally get him hung up on the scenery, and that is absolutely the only way we have a chance of taking this thing out. So again, just undercarriage shots, get him caught up, and as you can see, Codsworth is right into it with his buzzsaw, and just like that, let's see what we get. Oh, you are not even going to believe this, because of all legendary weapons to get, we get the one that does increased damage to ghouls. Make sure to put a note down about this. This is going to be important later. But for now, let's go ahead and continue on our way. As you can see, there is a few locations all nestled in around here. Ultimately, where we are going to be heading by the end of all this is that peninsula you see out there to the east. Because there is another settlement that's actually my favorite settlement in the game that's over there. It is a mansion. I can never remember the exact name of it, but it is on the peninsula out there. It literally has the most beautiful scenery, and it is pretty much central to all the crazy locations that you never hear about. But as you can see here, we have stumbled upon a parking garage, and this is what we're looking at the moment. You can see the Eyebot floating around over here. This is Lynn Pier Parking, and on the surface, it doesn't seem like much, because you have Nuka-Cola machine right here, and there is a truck, a red truck parked near here that actually has an ammo container. And you also have a toolbox that's down on the bottom floor. As you can see there's an advertisement for Jamaica Plains, kind of half destroyed there. But it's basically a 3-tier parking garage. So we are on top. As you can see, this area is infested with roaches, pretty much like any normal parking garage anywhere in America. As we go ahead and head on down, you can see there is glowing fungus. in case you need any of that for any of your builds. As you can see, the very bottom floor is completely underwater. So definitely don't spend too much time here, because as you can see, 4 rads per second. You're going to melt pretty fast down here, so quickly take out the rad roach. As you can see, right over there is our toolbox. And again, the loot is randomized, so hopefully you get something good. But that is really, on the surface, all there appears to be in this parking garage. The Nuka-Cola machine up top, the toolbox down in the basement, and the ammo container in the red truck outside. So what is really important about this location that you would ever want to come here for? This location is a hotspot for random encounters. So if you're ever trying to trigger random events in the wasteland, if you're trying to get a certain vendor to spawn, if you're trying to get one of the kooky wild wasteland type of events, kind of like New Vegas had, they will mostly take place around here. And also, this is a central launching point for many of the very large areas nearby. So if we go ahead and take the stairs up this time, back up to the top, we can kind of get a view of the landscape around us and what we're going to be getting into soon. So let's just kind of hop out here so we can actually see. And I think we'll need Reba for this one, just so we can get a better look at things. So let's just kind of turn over here with Reba. As you can see, there's Longneck Lukowski's right on the shore. And Reba 2, that white filter is not helping. As you can see, over here is an operatic type of dome, it looks like, from the backside. Over here, we have a satellite array, and I will tell you, that's one of the most brutal points in the game to try and take. And right beside it, the auto wreckers is about as brutal. If you remember, anytime you have these giant bridges, you've got gunners. And oh boy, you literally can already see the smoke over there. So let's go ahead and head into Longneck Lukowski's, and let's get this underway.
You can't only take 10 cans. You know, it tastes better than that old Graham or Brahmin that's been sitting out in the sun for days. There are people out there who are hungry. You just gotta sell up the product a bit more.
I'm sorry, but 10 cans is all I can commit to right now. It was selling like crazy for a while there, but there's been talk about people getting sick.
People get sick all the time. That has nothing to do with my product. Besides, I mean, I'm only selling the meat you people bring me. If there's something wrong with it, it's your own damn fault.
Oh, so now it's my fault? Forget it, the deal's off. You want to sell your product to the people out there? Then you can get out there and do it your damn self.
What? Hey, come on. Fine, leave. You'll be back. Bitch.
Yeah, 1 second. We need to check on this real quick. So we can see something is seriously wrong with this facility. Can you give us any information?
Hey, sorry about giving you the brush off in there. Theo just gets on my last nerve, you know what I mean?
What was that in there about people getting sick?
Theo got that old cannery up and running about a year or so back, and convinced me and some of the other traders to start bringing his cans around. It was all good and well for a while, but in the past couple months I've had people complain about getting sick after eating it. Don't get me wrong, not like people dying or anything, just, I don't know. The sales have slumped off and Theo's gotten more uppity. Anyway, enough about Theo. So, can I interest you in a trade?
Where did you get that vault suit?
Never been to 81, I take it? I grew up there, but left to be a trader. Here, let me show you where it is. Nice Pip-Boy, by the way. Mine was a piece of junk. Threw it out years ago. I'm sure I have something you're looking for. You should have a look.
What kind of stuff do you have?
Oh, you know. Food from the farm, stuff I trade in town, scavenge I find on the way. Bit of everything, really. So, can I interest you in a trade?
Sure.
Let me show you what I've got.
Now that we can finally see what her inventory is, she's mainly a junk salesman that you can actually recruit to your settlements a little later on in the game. We want to prioritize anything that has screws, adhesive, nuclear material, or fiber optics. And crystals, because those are literally some of the rarest and most important materials in the entire game. Screws and adhesive, pretty much mandatory for any kind of mods or upgrades you want to do. And again, we are not to bore the situation with how in the world we're going to pay for this. Just skip it ahead. So, let's go ahead and figure out what is going on here. I almost don't want to talk to you, but, you know, let's go ahead. Come on, Theodore.
Isn't my favorite customer. Bet you work up quite an appetite traveling. Wouldn't you like to sate that hunger? With a good can of Longneck Lukowskis.
Sure.
Tastes great in a stew. Roasted, or even just straight out of the can.
Now let's see why in the world this is making people sick. So if we go to the potted meats over here, notice the rads that it inflicts. Yes, it restores 40 HP, but it also does 12 rads. There is something seriously wrong here. We will be taking the rad stag meat. Alright, so now we've got to get to the bottom of this mess. There's clearly something tainted about the meat, because literally it is irradiating you if you try to eat it. So it definitely makes sense why people are getting sick. So, any guesses before we get any further what you think is causing everyone to get sick?
Welcome to have a look. But stay out of the old basement. This is safe down there.
I mean, Theodore does know if he tells us not to go somewhere, that's exactly where we're going to go, right? So, put in the comment section below what you think is causing people to get sick. What is the true secret ingredient of the potted meat at Longneck Lukowski's? Because, it may not be what you're thinking. Let's just say that.
Got it.
It is definitely not going to likely be your very first guess. So, as you can see in here, we have an abundance of different meat sources. We've got mole rats, we've got rad stags, yao guai, wild mongrels. Good grief. He literally has an assortment of everything here. This is basically like the bologna factory of the Commonwealth. You know, just cram all types of meat together and call it a thing. And over here, as you see, we can let ourselves in to get, again, some more toolbox items. And over here, we can find ourselves, if we can wind our way around, a body that didn't quite make it, and all the chems that he's sitting on that we definitely need. We'll also take the straw, just because straw not necessarily that common. So, sorry, it doesn't look like you're using it anymore. And as you see pop up on screen right there, we have some essential things to get to here. So, this is where we're finally going to tackle bobblehead number 2. And again, you need to be careful because there are bobbleheads for each of the special stats. Make sure your special stat is maxed out to 10 before you grab the bobblehead for it. Because that way it'll increase permanently your special stat to 11. Where otherwise, if you just had like luck of 3 and got the bobblehead, it would jump you to luck of 4. It's a complete waste. However, this is not one of those bobbleheads. This is actually one of the skill bobbleheads that we're going to get today. So, to do that, we need to basically platform our way up to the very top of this area. As you can see, if Codsword will not get lost on us this time, even more buttons to press. And as you can see here, this area is just a winding set of stairs, but up here is the top office, and the bobblehead and Perk Magazine are literally going to be right beside each other in plain view. You also see there's a sleeping bag there if we needed to get the well-rested perk going forward. But we've increased our strength, and let's not waste that. As you can see right there, it is the Barter Bobblehead, permanently making prices 5% better. And over here, the steamer trunk full of goodies, and right there, the magazine, which also makes prices better. So we can already see he has been thoroughly researching up on ways to swindle people. So we already are kind of looking at old Theodore with the old side eye right now. Something is wrong with his facility, and we are going to expose it. Again, in the comments below if you think you know what it is. As you can see here, this is literally one of the most underwhelming security doors ever, but we are going to open it for the experience. So, as you see, Wiser has 0, so we know W-I-S-E-R, R at the end, can't be that one, W-I-S-E-R, yes, it's that one.
Nice.
Alright, so open the security door, that way we get the experience, and Codsworth loves us a little bit more, since he likes when we do that. And all it is a combat shotgun. Yes, technically more efficient than the SSG, the super shotgun, or the double barrel shotgun that I have. But, I mean, Doom is literally the heart and blood of this channel. I cannot put away the SSG. Not yet, especially since we have a special one. Now, as you can see, over here, we are going to find ourselves an elevator very similar to Mocker Fish Packing, and unlike Mocker Fish Packing, well, yeah, Codsworth didn't come with us.
Local elevator controls disabled by system administrator.
Okay. Someone's in for it. He clearly didn't want us finding something, so you know exactly what we have to do now. He's gonna trap us down here, try to recreate the Mocker Fish Packing plant. I don't think so. Now, there is one terminal we absolutely need to read here so we know what's going on. It's the final log of the set with mole rats. Even running with only one retort, this has been working out way better than I could have hoped. The book I found on marketing really seems to be doing the trick. Only problem now is that traders can't seem to bring enough meat. I've been having to mix in more and more mole rat. Shame, so I've always thought they were kinda cute. I gotta find the other meat to use if I'm going to keep being successful, so... He's getting too much meat in, and we kind of saw that on the conveyor belts because the meat doesn't even make sense. With mole rats, as you can see here, glowing rad roaches even. There's literally just glowing everything in this game. Mole rats, rabid mole rats, probably don't want to be eating that one. I don't even think you can cook the rabies out of that one.
That's it.
I would be a bit skeptical there. But as you can see, we've also got Wild Mongrel, we've got Nuka-Cola. I mean, this area's a hodgepodge of things. Rad roaches, more mole rats. And guess what? The little scoundrel had Radaway tucked aside too. It's almost like he knew he was poisoning people. Huh. Well, what are you all doing down here? We're not in a cave. But they're going to be slapping and launching themselves at us anyway. So, Reaver, could you go, buddy? Nope, he cannot. Luckily, we had the extra shot there, as he literally broke our arm just to say hi. My gosh, the Reavers you always want to watch out for, and the problem is this area is flooded with them. So get ready, we've got Feral Ghouls guarding something that he doesn't want us to see down here. So, that's just the regular one, so out of here. If the Reaver didn't get it, you definitely aren't doing it. So, now we know we've got Feral Ghouls to deal with. Let's proceed with caution. These things are literally like The Walking Dead. I mean, they're like every stereotypical zombie in the zombie films that literally just launch themselves at you at blinding speeds. Now, the Roamer is the second weakest one. So, you basically have the regular Feral Ghoul, you have the Roamer, you've got the Stalker, which is the second to hardest, and then you've got the Reaver, which is the hardest. Obviously, you have the glowing ones that have their own line, because you have the glowing ones and the putrid glowing ones. And you also have the withered ghouls, and they are just a nightmare of their own. Don't worry, we're going to see literally all of them here. Does not mean we'll be able to beat them. More on that here in a bit. As we go ahead, as you can see, the tanks storing all this is heavily radiated. Let's stay the heck away from that, or we will literally grow a third limb in no time. So, where in the world do we go to get out of here? Probably through the auspiciously large hole in the wall. So that's just a regular ghoul. He's not going to do much. But of course, here they come. There's the roamer, the second weakest. But unfortunately, he's accompanied by another reaver. Good grief, you guys are everywhere. And literally, the reavers are just bullet sponges. They're basically the barons of hell, if the barons of hell could move at lightning speed. And man, were we lucky that we actually caught that right as he was attacking to get the headshot. So get him out of here, you out of here, and we can finally see what is the secret ingredient in this clearly tainted and hazardous meat. Whatever it is, he's literally got an entire legion of feral ghouls protecting it. So as you can see here, we've got another canal, and it doesn't look like much on the surface, but there is another person down here that didn't quite make it, so we can take his weapon and not be drinking the radiated water, but surely enough, because as you see, we still have some of those fish assets that we had from the Makra fish packing plant. So really neat that they made another appearance here. And to continue on, let's go ahead and jump over the pipes, and on we go. At this point, we are literally seeing nothing but ferals. As you can see, they just do not care. Jeez, I wish they would. He doesn't even know which way he's going. Bat somehow misses at point blank range. I am losing all sense of everything here, and I don't even know what the heck that was. Apparently he loses his arm and he just shivers in anger at the opponent. My gosh. As you can see here, we have fallen into one heck of a trap. So let's go ahead. We need to make sure we've got everything situated here. We want to make sure to get chems set up. We want to, I mean, at this point, we're addicted to pretty much everything in existence. So the chems won't last nearly as long. But that's okay. We just need to move fast. So go ahead and pretty much throw everything in the encyclopedia at this, because this is going to be rough. Let's quickly run over here to the other end, because at the very end of this, we have a stupid withered ghoul. And these things are literally the bane of my existence. Because, just like in Minecraft, if you get hit with them, you are going to start withering away. They are the gift that just keeps on giving. You know, at least the reavers, they just take forever to kill. They hit like a truck. But pretty much like the barons, as long as you can dodge them, you're just fine. As you can see here, we have literally turned the stationary Fallout game into a dang game of Doom. So, literally just bouncing all over the place, strafing, jumping, dodging, and just like that, getting rid of all the reavers. But those dang wither ghouls, they stay with you. When they hit you, you just keep taking damage. It is a mess. As you can see there, it's kind of hard to loot the bodies when they're underwater without drinking the water. So, Codsworth, now that you're back with us, let's continue on, because this is crazy enough getting even more difficult. So, further in we go. Now we've seen literally all 4 levels of ghouls, and we've seen the wither ghoul. What else do you think they're going to throw at us down here? As Codsworth literally just stun locks the reaver over here. This is why Codsworth is so good to have down here, because he can literally just block the tunnels and be a meat shield for you while you take out the ghouls. This is also why I didn't even want to attempt to bring Dog Meat down here, because he is to end up going after just a single ghoul and get absolutely raffle stomped for his efforts. So in this area, all I can say is just run. Run as fast as you can, because you have a bazillion reavers after you, you've got a glowing one after you, you've got a putrid glowing one after you, and you've got wither ghouls after you. Literally everything in the gnome's book is coming after you. Run away. Unless you are fully fitted out with power armor with plenty of ammo, just run. You have no hope here. No chance for survival unless you are here with plenty of ammo and plenty of damage resistance, because you literally have the strongest ghouls all together in one area dogpiling you. As you see now, this area is booby-trapped. So whatever it is that Theodore is trying to hide from us, we must be getting close to, because there are explosions everywhere. He is trying to keep something a secret, and I think we're about to figure this mystery out finally. So let's see if your predictions are right as we finally make our way back up to civilization, ideally taking out this ridiculous turret that just doesn't want to go down. Quickly recovering from that, because my gosh, at this point, one hit from those ghouls is going to take us out. And trust me, it may seem like they're not behind you. They are. We see how fast they can run. They are behind you. Keep moving. And here is your secret. They are literally putting feral ghoul meat in the potted meat. I don't even have words.
I told you to stay out of the basement. Now that you know my little secret, I'll just have to kill you.
Buddy, if you only knew what we have been through down in that basement, you would know you don't have the smallest chance of any measly percentage of an ability to do a dang thing to stop us. I don't care if we are irradiated. You are done for. So, get your stupid sniper rifle, take all the pot shots you want, break our arms. We don't care at this point. We just went through every ghoul in the known dictionary. I'm sorry, Theodore. This is not going to work out well for you. And to prove it, here's some Med-X and Psycho, just to make it even worse for you. So go ahead, punch us. That, I'm sure, will do something. Wait for us to reload. Wait for us to grab a quick snack right in the middle of you attacking for reasons. And guess what, Theodore? Your whole operation, it's been canceled. It's been canned. Sayonara. Codsworth will deal with you. We ain't even doing it. And again, that is why we have Codsworth here, because he just don't give a dang. Charging in flamethrowers at the ready, and just like that, he is out of here. But unfortunately, we have to deal with his Mr. Handies that got left behind, because now they think we're the enemy. I mean, it's a mix-up, I'm sure, but unfortunately, their program won't let us smooth things out. So they've got to go. Sorry, Cannery robot. You should have known you weren't doing the right thing. So you get to flip out of here, apparently, and we're gonna take the goodies and just run. Both of our arms are broke. This is not a good situation for us, so we will explore the rest of this at a later time. The location is done as far as we're concerned. We got the steamer trunk, the goodies, and Theodore is out of business. So now there's only one thing for us to do, and that is to climb to the roof. Because there is a reason we have all those steps here. They are not just for show. So let's go ahead, make sure we have everything we need health-wise, just in case anything random decides to spawn in and give us the business. As you can see, we've got Longneck Lukowski's key, so we can go back and explore at our leisure. But for now, let's go ahead, hop up to the roof, because at the very top, as you can also see here, is oil. Definitely don't make any shots right there if you don't want to blow yourself up. We have a novice lock. And this is going to take us into the office building that is overlooking the entire operations. Now, there's not much here except for
Don't
an
think I can pick
expert
this.
locked safe, which we can't do right now. So instead, we do have a lot of valuable junk for us to collect. As you see, tin cans, aluminum, you've got, again, the antifreeze, you've got glue, you've got all sorts of important things for crafting and for your upgrades. So take everything, leave no stone unturned, and just like that, we've pretty much got this place cleared out. So unfortunately, we can't fast travel when we literally can't move, so let's quickly run through. Let's just find any kind of weapon that we can drop. 13 pounds overweight is not that bad to deal with, but we are definitely not dropping our junk. So, weapons that we will never ever use. What do we have? Pipe stuff. Pipe stuff can always go. And just like that, we can move again. Let's make our way back to the lighthouse. As you can see, we did not go very far from it. And just like that, we are back. Now, if you watch the live stream, I actually upgraded the lighthouse even more since what was done on the live stream, so it is a little bit more detailed than what you saw even there. So let's quickly throw our junk away and see if we can finally upgrade one of these important weapons, mainly our conveniently acquired Ghoul Slayer shotgun. And I'm telling you, I about went over the moon when I saw that while doing the recording, because the odds of you getting a legendary weapon that does more damage to ghouls when you're literally taking on the area that is famous for ghouls is just uncanny. And as you can see, we just want to upgrade everything we can until we run out of screws, which, let's be honest, won't take very long. Just upgrade Reba and that alone should do it. As you can see here, we can at least give it a powerful receiver. And over here, not much else, because we're already out of screws. That pretty much did it for us. So those are the only things we can upgrade at the moment. Let's quickly go back and switch it to nighttime, because I have something pretty neat to show off. As we head back over here, and again, we got a scavenging station there. We've got our windmill up and running out front. And you can really see this place come alive after dark. So quickly go to our cabinet that we put in. Just dump everything that we do not have favorited. That's just the easiest way to quickly get things out of your inventory that you don't need when you're about to go on dungeon crawls. As you can see, we also don't need that because that's been replaced. And all of those, if we're not wearing it, we don't need it. So, none of the earth stuff we care about. Let's just leave it as is and switch it to nighttime. Only to take a few hours here. And basically what I did in this setup is I've already powered the house, mainly the back part of the house. For some reason the front still has no power. I guess because of where the roof was split. But as you can see here, we did get pictures up. We finally gave this place a little bit of the spotlight treatment just so we can see things better. The bottom floor definitely needs it, as we literally have a mounted Deathclaw head. Yes, that is the Deathclaw, I believe, all the way back from Concord. And we even built on a new front to the house, so we had ourselves guarded, because over there in the corners in our turret, there's our windmill giving us power until we can get things to make better generators. And the coup de grace. Guess who? Literally done out of neon signs since we got it powered. I just think it's a really neat, cool little Easter egg I'd put up here. Again, neon signs are really fun to work with because all the letters literally snap together. Easy to build with. If you're not already, please check out the Fallout 4 playlist. Like, share, comment, subscribe so more people can see the videos. We'll see you next time. Take care, everyone.